Good day, my name is Mr. Announcer, and it is now time for the Balcony Brotherhood to read and respond to your
You've got
email.
We're mass communicating.
Dropping the guys a quick note is the best way to interact with the show, and you can do so by sending all your emails to balconybrotherhood@gmail.com. While Confucius may be misquoted here, the quote is still valuable advice. The man who asks a stupid question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask a stupid question is a fool for life. Gentlemen, it is time to read your emails.
Welcome to another email episode of the Balcony Brotherhood. I'm...
Hey, what's happening, boys? I just finished listening to the Wheel of Circumstances episode, and I have to say I was surprised about the rise in numbers of those suffering from ED, especially in younger guys. Oh, I see what he did there. Rise in numbers, ED. He's a funny guy. I continue. As someone who suffers from this unfortunate impairment, I am part of that blue pill club, and I'm thankful that there is something out there to help me and others out there maintain a normal sex life. I enjoy the show, and I look forward to hearing more of what you have to say. Signed, Brantley, in St. Simons Island, Georgia. Brantley, this is the kind of email that we were hoping to receive regarding this episode. While the numbers are growing in dudes with ED, it's good to know that the illness is not discouraging men from dealing and treating it to enjoy a healthy sex life. Mr. Blackheart, what's your opinion on this?
I have to say that I'm glad Brantley has found a solution to his ED problem. Males are built differently from females, and that physical act is a necessity in life, not just guys trying to get their rocks off. It's just as much mental as it is physical, and if that blue pill is what you need, then I'm thankful for advances in science. Where I'm disappointed is that so many younger males are exposed to elements that have them feeling their instinct is wrong and suppress their own urges. We went through the stats last week, and I hope that things start to turn around quickly in that younger demo.
And this email reads, Hey there, brothers on the balcony. I wanted to chime in on the Dub episode and the segment on football tailgating parties. I'm still in college, and I have to say the best parties are the ones that just come together. You don't need to take a long time to plan out some fancy rager for the game. A keg of beer and some chips, and you're all good. Life is too short. Think about it, bros. Signed, Tiger from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Go Panthers. Well, Tiger, as someone who was once in your shoes many, many years ago, I can definitely appreciate your take. At that age, the game day experience was focused on going to a bash and a football game would break out. Years later, hopefully, that's not your typical Saturday routine. Hopefully you enjoy the game and the party equally and responsibly. Believe you me, your future wife or significant other will not be as enthusiastic in reliving your former college day rituals. Help me out here, Tanner.
Tiger, I'm not saying that your point of view is wrong, but your view is based upon the dictionary definition of ignorance. You have no real life experience with this, and that's okay. Paying attention to detail, planning out the specifics of your party, this is what's going to separate you head and shoulders above your fellow classmates. And to piggyback off of our last email, your instinct to reproduce is burning at probably the highest octane level of your life. Example, somebody in their 40s might be running with 87 octane, but you're probably running at 120. Being known as a planner that throws the best parties, that's going to help you drop panties faster than the first half of the whipping Notre Dame gave Purdue yesterday. Think about my words and maybe give it a try.
Number 3.
To the brothers on the balcony, we just observed the 23rd anniversary of the horrible tragedies of 9/11 yesterday, and it made me want to reach out to your show. I want to remind all those listening that we should always remember the victims of these heinous acts of pure evil. My cousin was a first responder at the North Tower of the World Trade Center and did not survive. They say that time heals all wounds, but this is a continental-sized wound that many generations to come may still feel the effects from. Please never forget the fallen from September 11th, 2001. Signed, Mario from Queens, New York. Mario, Mr. Blackheart and I are so sorry for your loss, and thank your cousin posthumously for their service. There are a great number of folks out there who can share similar experiences and sentiments that stem from such an unbelievable day in the United States history. We are pretty confident that the citizens of this country will make an effort to keep the memories of those viciously lost that day embedded into our society's conscious. Mr. Blackguard, please add your thoughts.
Mr. Drake, 9/11 is truly a major scar this country can never hide. It's an event that you can say, where were you when? Kennedy, Pearl Harbor, the Challenger. These are all pivotal points in our nation's history that basically scars a person's soul, even though time is supposed to heal all wounds. The last thing that I can say is that I wish peace upon the families of the 9/11 victims, and a huge fuck you to the bastards that planned and executed this attack.
This email reads, Dear Balcony Podcast, my widower companion and I just caught your Wheel of Circumstances episode. He regularly listens to your show, and I just happened to be visiting him on the day that he downloaded off of Spotify. My friend was widowed 2 years ago at age 45 years old after being married for 17 years. While I have never been married, I'm 40 years old, I can agree with your advice. The widower would be best served if he knows what he is looking for in a companion, in fact, if he's even ready to join the dating world. I also agree with the new lady in his life needs to recognize the role that they would be playing. They are replacing someone who is not the widower's spouse, and for some of the widower's friends and family are going to need time to adjust to the new friend. It can be a bumpy ride for all, but they have to remember that the widower is the focus of contentment. I'm interested to hear what else you have to talk about. Signed, Olivia from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Olivia, we are so appreciative that you have reached out and shared your experience in the dating widower with us. We totally agree with both of your comments. The widower has to know if they are truly ready to spend time with someone and qualities that person should have. Also, you are spot on about the interactions with family and friends. They may be awkward at first, but are so necessary to make sure that all are happy. Mr. Blackguard, what would you like to add?
I am ashamed that I have to admit that I did not think about the widowers' families in all of this. Upon reflection, though, one of the gentlemen I was talking about last week, his family was not ready for him to find a new partner. These two were together for 5 years, and the disrespect the family threw at her was disgusting and lasted to his final days, I hate to say. So I suppose that the lesson here is that once a widower is ready to get back out there, communication with his family is key. Springing someone new on them will most likely end up disastrous, and I didn't say to seek permission. I just am insisting that you tell the family that you're going back out into the world looking for companionship. I'm willing to bet that it might go a little bit easier than what you realize.
All right, next in the e-box we have... nope. I'm not going to deal with Willie G today. Tanner, you take this one.
Okay, no problem. What you don't know, Mr. Drake, is that I'd already heard that email and let it be unread in the inbox. And yes, that's an audio email. I want to remind you, though, about what started all of this out. Now, I've not weighed in on Willie G from Detroit here in a little bit, but we did get an email addressing Willie G directly, which was very loyal, and I loved it. Let me go. I'm just going to read the title right here. It says, "Fuck Willie." That's what it said. It was just "Fuck Willie." And the quote is, quote, "Willie needs a swift kick in the sack," unquote. Tim from New Albany, who poops on company time.
Well. Sounds like we have a little rivalry between listeners.
I think there's something to... I think we're getting ready to start a little bit of a beef here. I thought about ending the feud and ignoring it, because that's the easiest thing to do, but this is just too good to let go. The email is actually from Willie's brother, Sugar Ray. Here we go.
Daniel from New Albany, I'm Sugar Ray, Willie's brother. After listening to what you said about my brother, I challenge you to a battle of wits. But it looks like you came unarmed. Right, Willie?
Yeah.
WWF era? Boomer, you need to make sure your depends aren't on backwards. The crisscross fad ended decades ago. Right, Willie?
Yeah.
Fighting dirty? That threat is so empty I'd call you a tool, but that implies you're actually useful. We don't want to do that. Right, Willie?
Yeah.
You want to talk trash to my brother thinking that 2-on-1 makes you bad, but the both of you are proof that even evolution makes mistakes. Right, Willie?
Yeah.
In closing, Daniel from New Albany, you're the reason God created the middle finger. Right, Willie?
Yeah.
There you have it, boys. Daniel and Tim, the gauntlet has been thrown. Let's see how you respond here in the future. Meantime, between time, Mr. Drake, take it away with the birthdays.
Happy birthday!
It's now time for your celebrity birthday shoutouts. Let's see who in the entertainment industry is a year older this week. Well, it looks like singer Amy Mann from the 80s band Till Tuesday. Her voice is still carrying at 64 years old. Scream actor and former Mr. Courtney Cox, David Arquette, he's 53, as well as TV personality Brooke Burke. She is also 53 years old. Actor Lorenz Tate is 49. Jazz man Harry Connick Jr., he's 57 years old this week. And finally, Saturday Night Live alum and cinema funny guy Adam Sandler, he's 58 years old. For your celebrity birthday shout-out, I'm Paul Drake.
Thanks for listening to this bonus mini episode of the Balcony Brotherhood podcast. Encom and Whopper have had a hand in bringing you today's show, and they reserve their respective trademarks. Like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform to be informed when the next episode drops. My name is Mr. Announcer, and until next time, cheerio and Hakuna Matata.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Shut up!